Welcome, guys, to another Talking Wrestling with your boy Kevin Does It All. We have some big news, which is why the reason I'm back. I'm gonna be trying to post more, but I had to upload this week because we have some huge news. But yeah, we're gonna be coming back with the Talking Wrestling episodes. You already know. And yeah, they're obviously not gonna be all long, but yeah, but this one might be a little long, but who knows? So we have a lot of breaking news and sad news. So you guys already know by the title. But first of all, like and subscribe. I was gonna make a separate video about this, but I decided to turn it cause we have more news other than this one. I was just gonna make a separate video on the thing I'm gonna talk about right now. But I just couldn't cause it hurts, man. Like if this happens, just like and subscribe. And yeah, the thing I'm referring to is Randy Orton, my favorite superstar of all time. John Cena and him, but Randy Orton, one of my favorite superstars of all time, for sure, top two for me. Uh, might might be retiring. That just hurts, man. I have a lot to talk about Randy Orton. He's for sure. I grew up watching him. I think I started watching WWE around the beginning of 2010s, probably 2010 probably. Like my brother used to watch it, and then I would just I was little obviously, and I would watch it with him, and I love WWE, and the main thing, uh, is Randy Orton. I didn't like him. Well, I loved him always, but I think it was until the World Heavyweight Championship title run that I enjoyed him. I really would love him to have another title reign, obviously, but you already know his health comes first. And for us WWE fans, we might be selfish. I'm selfish right now because I don't want him to freaking retire. I don't think any of us do, but of course his health comes first. And I'm not. I'm probably gonna say this wrong, but someone interviewed Cowboy Bob Orton, his dad, obviously of Randy Orton, and said, he's doing good. He's training. Uh, he's training, so that's good. So he's training. Uh, he's okay so far, and he's this is not what he says, but I'm just adding more stuff. Basically, the main part is that the doctors advised Randy Orton not to return, which just sucks. I don't know if he's gonna listen, but he also said Randy Orton will do what Randy does. He didn't say it like that, but he'll do basically what he wants to do. He's a Viper. He doesn't take shits from anyone. But for this one, I don't know, man. The doctors, it's gotten to this. We thought he was gonna return at WrestleMania. I thought he was gonna return at WrestleMania. I thought he might have returned at the Royal Rumble, but no, he did not return. Uh, just sucks, man. For sure, one of my top favorite matches for sure. Not just of all time, it has to be Randy Orton versus, of course, the best rivalry he's ever had, John Cena. All of his matches was a banger, but the one that got me into wrestling, was Randy Orton versus John Cena. Hell in a Cell 2009. That match, looking back at it, was one of my favorite matches. 2000, you already know, 2009, Randy Orton was the greatest year. I wasn't watching back then, but of course I've seen all the rivalry. I've seen the stories of John Cena and Randy Orton, of course. Um, and I know all the history of Randy Orton. Well, not and John Cena rivalry. I mean, but yeah, just that match was incredible. Finishers, I think he did the AA to the RKO. I think that was, but they had a lot of bangers. But I think that one is for sure has to be one of my favorite matches. The Iron Man was obviously top. But honestly, what was my favorite Randy Orton? Because that's one of the matches that I loved. Looking back at it, Randy Orton, John Cena, Hell in a Cell 2009. I'm not a lot of people not agree. Randy Orton versus the Undertaker, man. He almost winning the streak. I think it was kind of he was gonna beat the streak, be the one to beat the streak, but he said no, I think, or something like that. But it was a great match. That chokeslam, I'll always forget. I'll always remember that chokeslam into the RKO, perfection. And if the streak was ever gonna end, I feel like it should have been like that. But another great moment, Randy Orton versus, this has to be the top match for him for sure. Randy Orton versus Cactus Jack, hardcore match, Backlash 2004. How can I forget? I wasn't obviously watching. I wasn't even alive, but obviously I go back. We have Peacock. We have WWE Network. So I'm just gonna say like I was alive back then, but you already know I'm watching them at WWE Network, Peacock, whatever. But that match, oh my gosh! When I looked back at it, I was like, like it was like 3 years ago, 4 years ago. That match was freaking dope. And Cactus Jack, he did good. He did very good. Like he's a hardcore guy. But Randy Orton, oh my gosh, he was like young. He was like, it was barely his second year, and he was already doing hardcore matches, like putting himself through thumbtacks. His first interaction with thumbtacks, and he freaking took it like a champ. RK on the thumbtacks, and I think he actually won. I believe. I forgot, but I'm pretty sure he won. RK on the thumbtacks, I think, did it, and that was an incredible match for sure. His best match, probably, in my opinion. I can't remember a lot. I mean, of course, he has rivals with Batista, Edge. That wrestling match was pretty good. It wasn't the greatest wrestling match, but it was pretty good. That last man standing was decent. Obviously, it would have been way better with fans because like that might be the last match. I'm talking about the backlash now. The backlash match should have had fans because that could be the last time we see Randy Orton versus Edge. Even if he comes back, that might be the last one, that last match for Randy Orton versus Edge, and it should have been against fans. Obviously, it was that time of the pandemic era. It was a great match nonetheless. We still had like fans, but they were all like superstars, I guess, uh, or future superstars. Uh, but yeah, another match. Like there's just a lot of matches. Like Randy Orton versus Christian. They had some banger matches. Like SummerSlam 2011, Randy Orton becoming World Heavyweight Champion again. Randy Orton being Christian in SmackDown was a great moment. Randy Orton becoming, of course, World Heavyweight Champion, the first ever World Heavyweight Champion for the World Title and the WWE title. And he, to be honest, I'm not just saying this. He for sure is the best to carry two titles. Like the way he like, oh my gosh, this is for sure one of my best entrances. Not in a pay per view. It's just in a normal Raw. My favorite, probably my favorite entrance at a Raw. Randy Orton, just the whole crowd, the whole not the fans, the whole superstars right there. It was after TLC 2013. Randy Orton comes out with both titles. Triple H and Stephanie announced that's when he was with the 30. 2013, December 16, I believe. It's after TLC. The Raw after TLC. Randy Orton just walks freaking cool. Booker T just clapping by himself. Everyone looking at him, and then he just stops clapping for no reason. Randy Orton just walking with the WWE and World title, just walking all cool, man. And then he looks at his two rivals, Daniel Bryan and John Cena. Oh my gosh! And then he just walks, holds it. Oh, I love that entrance. It's not obviously with pyro or anything, but like just he's cool, man. Like that's one of the things I like about him. He was cool right there. Like that was a cool entrance, man. Like I just loved it for sure. Everyone has to like, you have to go back. Like Randy Orton entrance, it'll be probably one of the first ones to come up because it was such a good one. And obviously he was a heel at them, but he still like they still popped for him, man. He was already a legend back, like by 2013 for sure, 2014. But yeah, but yeah, I'm I'm just talking about Randy Orton because I don't want him to retire, man. Like this hurts, man. Like he's my favorite superstar right now. Obviously, he hasn't been active for like 1 year, and it's gonna, if he takes another year, I'll be fine because he might return to wrestling if he says like he's gonna take a year off. But it's gonna go so slow, man. Cause like I've been wanting like, oh, is Randy gonna return on Raw? Is he gonna return out of Champions? And then it never happens. Just like when is he gonna return? And the day might never come. He might be in a backstage role, but we might never. I don't want to say this, but the only time we might see him is if he's gonna do a retirement speech, which I don't. If like they announce him for Raw, I don't want to see that. I mean, unless he does like someone like a fake speech like how he did in 2019, like he was injured, like he wasn't gonna be okay, like, but he just tricked AJ Styles and RKO'd him. He might do that, like someone might interrupt him, like Riddle saying, "Are you good, bro? Are you good, bro?" He's just checking him, and then Randy Orton just RKO's him out of nowhere, and everyone's shocked. We thought he was gonna be a retirement speech, or it could be Riddle RKO's Randy, and then like Randy goes to retirement, or Riddle and Randy face off at SummerSlam. But like I'm just saying a lot of possibility. At the end of the day, health comes first. Randy Orton, it will always be my goal. I, he's for sure my Mount Rushmore. He's one of my Mount Rushmore guys, and I think because I'm a little bit biased, but nah, hell no, not because I'm biased. Because he's one of the greatest of all time, for sure. Some might say the best superstar of all time. Like Brian Danielson said it. JBL said it. Like if you build a superstar from the ground up, it should look like Randy Orton, and he's goddamn right, man. He's damn right. My bad, but he's damn right, bro. Like Randy Orton, my round. Oh, I can't talk. I'm just so. I just want to like my Mount Rushmore has to be not in order, but John Cena, Rock, Stone Cold. How many were Mount Rushmore? And Randy Orton or Hulk Hogan. If there's five, Hulk Hogan will be on that. But like, or Undertaker. Oh shoot, that's hard. Randy Orton, John Cena, Rock, Stone Cold, Undertaker. Yeah. So yeah, that's my Mount Rushmore. Like, like it had no one could like they can't argue with me. Like Randy Orton is one of the goats. Even if they don't like him, they have to at least respect him. Like he's. I don't think anyone could like argue with me that he's for sure in people's Mount Rushmore. Obviously, they have the Takers, the Hulk Hogan's, like the old people, like not the old people, but, back then. But Randy Orton is my goal. Will always be my goal, and I don't want to see him retire, guys. I just want to see, like obviously I want John Cena is past his prime, and obviously Randy Orton. I think he was actually his prime was for sure 2009. Let me just say this for sure, best heel ever in any company. Randy Orton was the best heel. He literally could play a villain, bro. Like I'm surprised they didn't call him for Hollywood at 2009. Like that's how crazy he was. Like, man is, but obviously we all love him. Best heel runs, best face turns, and he just done it all. 13 world champion, two-time Royal Rumble winner, 2009, 2017. Money in the Bank winner 2013. Obviously main event in WrestleMania. I think like four times. I think WrestleMania 25 for Triple H, 24 for John Cena. Mm, WrestleMania 30 with Daniel Bryan Batista. What he for sure made. He should made. I think if the Fiend was in like would have existed in 2017, like the Fiend and Randy Orton should have made event to WrestleMania. But obviously Bray Wyatt was just like Bray Wyatt. I feel like after he did the Firefly, like after he did the Funhouse thing, or no, after he burned down the mansion of Bray Wyatt, I feel like the Fiend should have existed right there. They could have had some time like Bray Wyatt off TV, and then just develop into this new character debuting at WrestleMania 33, and then Bray Wyatt would just win the WWE Championship, or like become the or retain. But yeah, could have been the Fiend versus Randy Orton main event in 33 for just to add another main event for Randy Orton. I feel like they should have done that, but of course 2019 was the Fiend's time. But yeah, Randy Orton was just great. I don't want to see him retire, but if it does happen, health comes first. What can we do? Just hope and pray Randy Orton comes back. And yeah, that's the most breaking news so far. I don't want to see him go, but if he has to, at least one more run, man. He doesn't have to use RKO. I just want to see like one. I really wanted to see two more runs with the title, but that's not looking likely. Because I wanted to at least tie the world like 16 times, maybe even beat it. But maybe just one title reign more, like win the world title. Like that would look great on him. If he was back for sure, he should have been on the final Seth versus Randy Orton in the finals. Maybe won it for sure. Just to add a title on him. And then yeah, that's enough said right now. I hope Randy Orton doesn't retire, but obviously, health comes first, especially for him because I don't like honestly I don't want anything bad to happen to his back anymore, and to him obviously health comes first. We already know that, and hopefully he stays healthy. And if he needs one more year, give him 1 year. I just want to see him in the ring. For sure he might not use the RKO ever again. Who knows? Maybe at a special occasion he pops it out and wins the world title. But yeah, that's my that's the breaking news. Randy Orton might be retiring soon. That's the title of the video. It's gonna be sad to see him go if he does. I mean, we'll still probably see him for, I don't want to say it, but maybe for a retirement speech. But no, hell no. Randy Orton is not gonna retire. Screw that. Screw the doctors. Health comes first always. But Randy Orton will recover from this. It's not gonna take 9 years like Edge. But like Edge was like 30 something. Like Randy Orton's literally 43. 9 years is not gonna work. You know what I'm saying? Randy Orton has to come back stronger. Bring the pumpkin if you want. The punk kick if you want, kick the skulls out of everyone, win 2 more world titles, tie with Ric Flair and freaking John Cena, and become even the greatest of all time with some doubters still left. And there you have it, guys. Randy Orton will probably retire, but I'm saying he won't retire. Health comes first always, but I just don't want Randy Orton to retire. I mean, selfish. I don't care. I want my GOAT to return to the ring. Health comes first always, but yeah. There's all right. Now let's get into some more things, but yeah, just Randy. I love you, man. I love you, Randy. You know, let's get the pose like that pose. Oh my, I'm always gonna do that pose, even after he retires. I'm gonna be doing that pose forever. All right, some dream matches I want to see with Randy Orton. F it. This is a Randy Orton episode. Uh, Randy if he comes back, obviously. Randy Orton versus LA Knight. Oh my gosh, yeah. Like, oh my gosh, like just the match, the promos, incredible. Put some superstars over. Like LA Knight could get the win. Randy, he could just come back and put some superstars over. Randy Orton versus like AJ Styles, run it back. Randy Orton versus Seth for the world title. Randy Orton versus Cody Rhodes. That's the reason I want him back. Also, Randy Orton versus Roman Reigns for the undisputed title. That's one of the reasons I want him back. Also, just to beat like I can't end like this. Like there's no way if he comes back, there's no way he has to revisit what the Usos did to him and Roman did to him. Uh, so yeah, they have to Randy versus Roman. They said it was gonna be last year in 20. It should have been it was gonna be the main event for SummerSlam. Obviously, the injury happened. Like at least it should have happened after. Like at least give us that Roman Randy last year, but obviously, I didn't want him to get injured. Like, I didn't even know he was gonna get injured. Like, that was just sad. I thought he might have taken like 2 months off, maybe for like personal. But no, I didn't think he was gonna be injured. But it did happen. It sucks that that's the last time we saw him. Like, just walking down, like being carried out by refs, like limping on a knee. Like, that just sucks. But yeah, some other dream matches. Randy, obviously, in retirement match, maybe Randy versus John Cena. That's like the predictable thing. Like career versus career, even though both of their careers might come to an end real quick. Like John Cena, also another breaking news: John Cena, can't take his body can't take anymore. Uh, and he also quoted that Roman Reigns is the greatest of all time. Which, like, he's in like my other Mount Rushmore. Like I have two Mount Rushmore. F it, I have two Mount Rushmores. I have the one with the Randy Orton, the Taker, the John, the Rock, Stone Cold. The other one has the Bret Hart, the Shawn Michaels, the Roman Reigns. Well, the Ric Flair. The Triple H. But yeah, Randy Orton versus just Carmelo Hayes. Oh my gosh, Randy versus Braun Breaker. Like Randy versus Grayson Waller. Oh my, like there's just so many superstars that could be not be, but like go against Randy Orton. Obviously the match I want to see Randy versus Cody. You already know, but yeah. So that's enough talking about Randy Orton. If it happens, it happens. But I just want to say this: one more run. All right, next news. I didn't really practice. I just wanted to make a Randy Orton video. But yeah, I guess this has happened. So today's SmackDown. You already know it's happening right now. It might be finishing right now. This might go up on Saturday. So yeah. Uh, last week in SmackDown, Roman Reigns returned. That was great. Roman Reigns talks with those. He's mad at those. You already know, saying, Sami Zayn, the Bloodline the Gold are coming back to the Bloodline. The tag team titles will come back to the Bloodline. He said to those he said, Roman and Sikoa will bring back the Gold, and those were shocked. But the thing that got them the most was this will be dedicated to the greatest tag team of all time, Alpha and Sika, the Wild Samoans. He said just straight to those ones and they were freaking heartbroken, torn, like embarrassed or something. Like, damn, like that. And now it's official Roman solo for Sammy and KO tag team titles. Like 4 titles on Roman. Imagine 4 titles on Roman. Are you serious? Like 2 titles right here, the world titles, and then tag team belts. Oh my gosh, imagine that. Honestly, coming crazy. I kind of want to see it, you know. But obviously, Sammy and KO barely started. I want they for sure have to pin Solo, or it could be a no DQ, or those who turn on them, which I really want. That's the one thing I want. I want the Usos to turn on Solo. Uh, I mean on Roman, and maybe Solo joins the Usos, or distracted by the Usos could also. But what I think will happen is the Usos will distract them somehow, and then just Helluva kick to Solo. They like stun it to Roman, gets out of the ring. 3 Helluva kicks to Solo. 1, 2, 3. Oh, Sammy and KO retain. We also getting Becky versus Trish Stratus. That's good. Uh, Mustafa Ali wins the Battle Royal. That was a pretty good Battle Royal. Obviously, I wanted to win like Johnny Gargano. Also, another thing with Johnny Gargano, DIY might be returning, or Tommaso Ciampa might be returning, and I freaking love DIY. Like another superstar which I love is my top 10. Like not a lot of people like know his history, but Johnny Gargano. Oh my gosh, I have loved him ever since NXT. He's one of the guys like that I love. That not many people like, they're not enjoying him as much. But like when he gets that run at with the tag team belts, and then after that, like with the field, like for sure he has a lot of potential. That he's one of the superstars that are not being used properly. He should already be like an Intercontinental champ, a US champ. Obviously, the one holding the like he should be in theory. Like obviously Gunther's undefeated right now. As of right now in WWE like main roster, but Johnny Gargano, like for sure he has to like be WWE champion or world type champion for sure. World champion, I think, because like he's world championship potential. He has the potential. Oh my gosh, like Johnny freaking wrestling, man. Like he's literally like they named him Johnny freaking like, oh my god, I love Johnny Gargano. One of my favorite superstars. Not a lot of people like him. Well, like obviously they like him like as a person, but like in the ring, like they might like something's off with him. But like when like they all know what I know right now, like Johnny Gargano will get that world championship soon. Well, not soon, but like it'll take some time, obviously. But he will be a world champion soon, and you'll come back to this video and saying, "Yo, boy, Kevin does it was right, boy. Johnny Gargano is great. He's gonna put like he's had the most matches, I believe, 5 stars matches, like maybe Gunther, in NXT, like that. Oh my god, one of my like top 5 matches in like WWE history. John Gargano versus, oh my god, Adam Cole, 2 out of 3 falls match, NXT New York. Oh my gosh, that match, I was going crazy. I was literally running back and forth after like Adam Cole would hit like the last shot. I didn't want to see Johnny Gargano lose, but he kicked out. He kicked out of the last shot. He kicked out of the Panama Sunrise. He kicked out of everything, like a super kick back to the head, another super kick in the face, drops down, last shot. 1, 2, and no, he kicks out. The commentary, by the way, Mauro Ronaldo and the other guy, I forgot his name. Like, oh my god, they shouldn't release them. Um, but yeah, and then Johnny Gargano does the crossface to Adam Cole, and it's over. He becomes NXT champion. One of the greatest moments that I watched, and I love Johnny Gargano. I really hope he becomes world champion or like US champion, Intercontinental champion. But for sure, DIY is gonna return soon. It was already announced. Tommaso Ciampa. I can't wait for Tommaso. Oh my god, Tommaso Ciampa. I always love like NXT superstars. I think NXT might have like for sure was my favorite show. Uh when it was black and gold. But now it's Braun Breaker and Carmelo Hayes. I love those guys. Who else? Grayson Waller, obviously. Like there's just a lot of superstars that deserve more. Like Baron Corbin, if he brings back the haircut, it'll take a while. But end of days, he could have been world champion already. Shinsuke Nakamura, oh my god, he should have been world champion like 2 times already. But yeah, he should have been in Jinder and he should have been in AJ. That would have been 2 champions. AJ Styles deserves another run. Well, Bobby Roode should become. Another thing, Bobby Roode might not. He might also retire. Who knows? But he's not gonna return this year. They're saying he might return until 2025, guys. Like if he comes back, they better make him world champion. Cause his TNT, like he was unstoppable. The promo, I don't watch everything in TNT, but that's one of the things I obviously just I know was there. But yeah, Bobby Roode needs to come back and become world champion. He's for sure world champion material. Like there's a lot of superstars that deserve the world championship now that it's back. Now this title could be actually presented good instead of the the W Universal, unless the Roman Reigns loses to Cody and just the Universal title like just freaking they relinquish it and it never comes back. It was good like for like until Finn Balor hold it, and then after that until Goldberg hold it, then it was done. It was Shez. Brock Lesnar should have relinquished it after he won it. But we got this Roman Reigns one, and after it's over, we don't want the Universal title again because it's Roman Reigns' title, and no one's gonna hold it for like 2,000 days, like him, a dozen days. So yeah, that's the episode, guys. It was 25 minutes. Oh my god. So yeah, basically just talking about future champions. And during my retire, I don't want to see that. And yeah, uh, yeah, obviously some things happened in Raw and SmackDown, which, like what else happened that's good? Like obviously, Sami and KO versus I believe it was Judgment Day. It was a pretty good match, but then Imperium gets involved. They're gonna, like Paul Heyman talking with Judgment Day and backstage. Also, Finn Balor looking for JD McDonough. JD McDonough might has to join the Judgment Day for sure, and JD McDonough has a lot of potential. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this video. Hopefully you enjoyed this episode, and I'll see you next week for talking wrestling. So yeah, Randy Orton might retire, which I don't want to see, but let's just finish it with this. Randy Orton, please stay healthy, but from everyone in the WWE universe, we hope you stay safe. And if you somehow return one more run, thank you for watching.